All right, all right, all right. That sound means it's the start of another Malarkey Hour. This is your host, Matt, back from the grave. And with me, my co-host, John. What's going, sir?
You were dead?
Was dead.
I'm okay.
It's the first new Malarkey Hour in quite some time. We had a big raccoon infestation here at the studio, and it took us a few months to get it all cleaned out.
We lost all our sponsors too, but we got a couple back.
We got them back. Got that one sponsor.
They didn't want to be associated with raccoons.
Yeah. So that was quite an adventure, but we're back. I'm sure all three of you missed us.
Mm-hmm. Means 3,000.
3,000. But we are back, so don't worry. We're me and John are both okay. Nothing's wrong.
That guy in Canada that listens to us, I hope you haven't fallen off.
Yeah, Bob, stay with us. We promise you you're going to be getting a lot of new Malarkey Hour podcasts for the next few months, so don't you worry.
We should have Bob on.
We should have Bob on. We should.
What's up? What's going on?
Not much.
All right, well, we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you in a few months. Nah. What has been happening with you, John? Anything new?
No, this is all I do. So the checks haven't been coming in.
Yeah, well, it's time to start working again and getting those. You can't live all the residuals for too long.
That's what I've heard.
All right.
What's up? What are we talking about?
Of course, before
we should have a lot since it's been months. But right now, I don't know what that.
Of course, before we start, like always, I ask all of y'all out there listening to subscribe to our podcast, and if you enjoy what you're listening to, press that like button.
And when you subscribe, you'll be entered into our T-shirt contest.
Yes. It's the start of a whole brand new Malarkey Hour. We're gonna start doing contests, sit-ins for our fans if they want to come in and sit in and see how the magic is made.
Well, we can't let them see that.
But they'll have the chance to enter that, and you'll be hearing about it in the next few weeks. A lot of new stuff coming through. I want to give a shout out to one of our most more loyal listeners, DB.
Yeah, we'll call him DB.
DB out there. He knows who we're talking about.
DB Cooper.
DB. If you're listening, and of course you are, because we're one of our most loyal listeners. This podcast is dedicated in your honor.
Let's not forget about Bob.
And Bob up in Canada. And actually, this first topic was suggested by our fan and
Mr. Cooper,
Mr. DB.
Yeah, DB.
And it happened this past week. John, did you hear about this past Wednesday, Batman Day?
No.
It was DC Entertainment declared July 23rd Batman Day. I guess it was the 75th anniversary of Batman. He's 75 years old.
Who's 70? Oh, okay. So, when they made the comic character.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So what do you do on Batman Day?
Well, apparently, if you're a big fan, this past Wednesday, in celebration, and I'll read the press release. In celebration of Batman's 75th anniversary, DC Entertainment is partnering with thousands of comic book retailers. Of course, this has already happened, so you can't do it.
For those of you getting excited about Batman Day,
it happened already. It's
over.
Yeah. As part of the festivities, fans who visit participating retailers receive a free special edition of Detective Comics number 27, featuring a reimagining of Batman's 1939 comic book debut, designed by Chip Kidd, with a script by the New York Times #1 bestseller author Brad Meltzer. So
I used to have Spider-Man number 16.
Which one's that one?
It's the first the introduction of the Rhino. But it's crazy. It was all in horrible shape. I put it on eBay and I still got couple $100 for it.
Didn't the character come out in the new Spider-Man?
I don't know.
Right.
The
Paul Giamatti, I think, played him.
The Amazing Spider-Man. I
Part
saw
2. Yeah.
No, I saw the first one. I didn't see this.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I read about that. I guess Paul Giamatti played the Rhino character, but it was before he became the Rhino character, quote unquote. So
he just played a guy.
yeah. So.
Nah, I wanted to see it. I was just like, it kind of came and went.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was this past week. I'm bringing it up because our fan wanted us to bring it up. He actually mentioned to me
Batman Day,
and he says, so see, if you write in, if you want us to talk about any topic,
you have to write. We don't do email.
Yeah, we don't do email. You gotta write. You gotta get a physical letter in, and we'll put an address, a PO box, at the end of the show,
right?
That you could write to,
right,
and send in your suggestions. And you know what? One of yours might appear on the air.
The writer fax. We don't like email.
Exactly. And in connection to Batman Day, I don't know if you heard, John, but they're making a new Batman movie.
Are they?
Yeah. And do you know who's playing Batman?
Yes, I do.
Who's playing Batman?
Ben Affleck.
And there's
Matt Damon. I can't remember.
There's a new pic of him. I'm putting it up on the screen. Zack Snyder, the director of the new Batman, tweeted out a picture of Ben Affleck as Batman.
That is the lamest, even whatever teaser picture.
Well, you saw the one a few months back, right? This other one, I'm putting it right there. It's him as right next to the new Batmobile, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's Superman and Batman, right?
Yeah, Superman versus Batman. It's coming out, I think, next year.
They're fighting each other? Is that what it is?
I guess that's the idea. I don't know what the story is.
I would like to think Superman has a competitive advantage.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
He is called Superman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he apparently he tweeted out, on Wednesday because it was Batman Day. So it's like, oh, look at that tie-in.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is the new.
When does that come out?
New picture. I believe next year. They're shooting right now. Yeah, next year. So.
Speaking of which, there's this guy.
Apparently, Ben Affleck also, Oh, I'm sorry. I was just reading because when I was looking this up, apparently Ben Affleck and his wife Jennifer Garner are getting a divorce because of his gambling problems.
Yeah, he's always at that World Series. Didn't he get kicked out for counting cards?
Yeah, at a Detroit casino. Actually, it was because he's filming Batman right now, and I guess they're filming in Michigan, and he got kicked out of a casino there.
Whatever.
So that was Batman Day. It came and went, and I guess it was popular. So
all right.
There was that.
They just had Comic-Con, didn't they?
Comic-Con's actually happening right now.
How long is it? Like a week?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's just the weekend. Oh, I think it's been going on most of this week.
I think it might have just ended. I don't know.
That I know of. But
that was the guy that gets the coffee.
He's not supposed to laugh. we assumed he was a mute, but I guess he can talk. So there was that, John. There was that.
There was that. We'll see you next week.
Moving on, let's get into a little bit of a trailer mode. I want to discuss a couple of trailers.
Hold on, it takes me a second to get into trailer mode.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, go.
Okay, you're in trailer mode now?
Yeah.
I want to start off with the biggest trailer that came out this week. Everybody was talking about it.
I have no idea what it was.
John, have you heard of a little book called 50 Shades of Grey?
I heard it's dirty.
Yeah, it's really dirty. Apparently, a bunch of middle-aged women read this book up and.
Why did it have to be middle-aged?
Because most of them were middle. That's most of the
demographic.
It seems like it's a demographic.
Yeah, I mean, I've read them all.
You've read them all?
Nah.
Well, apparently they're filming a movie, and the first trailer came out. 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm gonna play it right now. Have you seen the? Have you seen
I
the trailer?
haven't seen it at
Or
all.
you're gonna be seeing it right now. Let's crank it up, putting it up on the big screen. Right now.
All right. The following preview has been approved for... Oh, I didn't get to finish. Mature audiences.
What's going on with it?
Are we having technical difficulties here?
We are. Sorry about that.
So while Matt's...
Sorry,
Oh, no.
Sorry about that. There you go.
Oh, it's working.
There you go.
So this is just an interview for the newspaper. I just have a couple of questions.
Mr. Gray will see you now.
A sexy woman going into an office.
There you go.
What was he like? He was polite,
I'm assuming that's Mr. Gray there.
intense, smart,
That's Mr. Gray?
Yes.
and intimidating. Do you have any interests outside of work?
What about you? I'd like to know more about you.
There's really not much to know about me. Look at me.
This movie looks dirty already. Giving her the pervy eyes.
I know, right?
I exercise control in all things, Miss Steele.
It must be really boring.
And it comes on Valentine's Day. How romantic.
You want to go see that?
Yeah.
Together?
In totally not a weird way.
Put that armrest thing up.
Symptom.
I had a rough start in life. You should steer clear.
It's like, I'm rich.
Danger really is my middle name.
Right.
Here's my ID check.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
a dirty bastard.
A dirty movie.
You wouldn't understand.
Enlighten me then.
What does it mean when she wants to be enlightened by
We're gonna find out.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what it means to be enlightened. Get tied up.
God. I think your children should skip this part of the podcast.
Right.
I'm not old enough to watch this.
Yeah. So that was the 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Dirty.
Too Hot for TV trailer. So that came out this
Dear
week.
Lord, I need to calm down. Let's take a break.
So that was one trailer that came out. I assume you haven't read the book, John?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, it's about this woman who starts working for this man named
Maclovio?
yeah.
I don't know.
And they embark on I guess what they-
Sexcapades?
what they call a BDSM relationship.
What the heck is that? I think I have seen it on a website. But I forget.
I think essentially what it is, I forget what it means. It's something dominance. Dominance.
I'm Googling it as we speak.
Yes. So like sadism and Satanism, like yeah. So it's like it's a power thing.
Dear Lord, bondage,
There you
discipline,
go.
dominance, and submission, sadism,
Yeah.
and masochism.
Masochism. Yeah. So
Oh man.
he likes to dominate.
I don't know what those are.
He likes apparently it means one partner likes to be dominated by another. So it's about this relationship. Did you ever see? There's this movie that came out about 12 years ago. It was with James Spader and
Yes.
it's Secretary.
Yes.
Yeah.
The secretary.
Yeah, and then that deals with the same subject matter. In fact, you know what's funny? Because when I saw this trailer reminding me of that movie, and I looked into it, Did you realize James Spader's character is named Gray in that movie too?
I used to know a girl, and that was her favorite movie.
Secretary.
I don't want to discuss any more than this.
No, but yeah, I looked into because I hadn't seen it in a while, and apparently James Spader's character's name's Gray in that movie as well. So
right.
I mean, it's very similar.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I didn't. I think I've seen it like chunks of it enough to put it all together, but I never saw the whole.
There's this one great scene in it. I don't even remember where he puts like hay down on the desk and puts a saddle onto onto a Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, and like gives her a carrot and makes him like neigh like a horse. I don't know.
Sorry, I got distracted.
I know. I've seen it.
The guy that does the coffee. He's just signed up for Tinder, and he's going crazy. You want to tell people what Tinder is?
You explain it.
I barely get it.
Explain as much as you can.
I guess it's like a thing, kind of just like a social network thing. You put your I got it from Conan. On the Conan O'Brien show.
Conan.
And apparently just your face, and you got a profile, and it searches the area to see who's close to you, and if you like what you see, you push a button and say, hey, I'm down, I like you, and then they have to say the same thing, and then you can talk to the other person.
Yeah.
But you got to keep it under control. Tinderholics Anonymous meetings are going to start. Oh my! But anyway, I'm not good with apps. I feel like an old man.
Like all mad because of Tinder? Because you don't understand it?
Oh, there's so many apps I don't even know what they're called. Like people have them. I just found out what a Snapshot was like in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But so yeah, back to what we're talking. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Are we gonna watch The Secretary right now?
No. I was trying to find that scene, but I couldn't. I mean, Secretary. It's very. If you really, I haven't read 50 Shades of Grey, so I don't know. Before when I've read like sort of the synopsis, it sounds very similar to this movie called Secretary. It came out in 2002, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I remember it's James Spader.
Yeah. Great movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I just remember this girl. I'm not going to say her name, but it was her favorite movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to get into any details.
It's actually mostly funny too. Like I was explaining, there's this one scene where the James Spader's character, he puts some hay down on on the desk, and he puts a saddle on top of Maggie Gyllenhaal's. And she gets on all fours.
It is Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, she gets on all fours. She puts a saddle on her. She puts a carrot in her mouth, and she starts neighing like a horse. It's like this role playing thing that they got into.
Can you put that bear suit on that I like?
So
bear suits are funny.
It's it's a great movie. It's actually a really really interesting movie. So it's James Spader, Maggie Gyllenhaal. So. For all you 50 Shades of Grey fans, if you liked reading 50 Shades of Grey, go out and either I don't know if it's on Netflix or rent Secretary. You won't be disappointed.
Don't Google BDSM.
At least not at work. Don't do it at work. If you're listening to this right now at work, don't wait until you get home.
Wait until you get home in your nice quiet spot.
Yes, and that's because
dim the lights.
You might get some not suitable for work images.
And don't click on Google Images.
But speaking of Maggie Gyllenhaal, her brother has a movie coming out, and the trailer came out for it that I saw this week called Nightcrawler.
Is it about the guy from X-Men?
It is not.
I like Nightcrawler.
He actually plays a... the internet seems to be down.
Oh, no. Well, hold on. Anyway, keep talking. Well, keep talking.
He plays a journalist. Actually, I just had it up, and it doesn't seem to be working. working now.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm good. I'm good.
It might just be this website.
I'm good.
Let me.
My Wi-Fi is strong like ox.
He plays a
pedophile?
a pedophile. No, he plays this journalist. Let me try to find another link. Sorry about that.
Is he also into the BDSM?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
That's what David Duchovny was into, right?
Yeah, he's a crime journalist. Let's just watch the trailer, and we'll see.
I'm too lazy to talk about it. Just push play.
Yeah. Let's watch the trailer.
That's for appropriate audiences. I like the
I'm looking
music.
for a job.
Yeah.
In fact, I've made up my mind to find a career that I can learn and grow into. Who am I? I'm a hard worker. I set high goals, and I've been told that I'm persistent.
And I'm thinking, the television news might just be something I love. As
Renee
well as
Russo.
something I
Haven't
happen
seen her in
to
a
be
while.
good at.
Yeah, I thought she was dead.
Now, I know that today's work culture no longer caters to the job loyalty that could be promised to earlier generations.
What's this? He's so skinny.
What I
Yeah.
believe is that good things come to those who work their asses off. And that good people who reach the top of the mountain didn't just fall there.
Academy Award winner Jake Gyllenhaal.
My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket!
There's a lot of murdering going on. I think to get the effect of this trailer, you're going to have to watch it.
It's gonna be playing while we're.
Okay.
So they'll see everything we're seeing.
I'm new.
So just from this YouTube synopsis that I'm reading right now, Jake Gyllenhaal stars as Lou Bloom, a driven young man desperate for work who discovers the high-speed world of L.A. crime journalism, finding a group of freelance camera crews who film crashes, fires, murders, and other mayhem. Lou muscles into the cutthroat, dangerous realism realm of night crawling, where each police siren wail equals a possible windfall, and victims are converted into dollars and cents.
So he's like a crime chaser.
Yeah, I guess it's like the equivalent of, the lawyers, they call them ambulance chasers.
Yeah, but he's there for the scoop.
Yeah, he's there for the scoop. So.
That wasn't a bad trailer.
Nah, it looked
It
interesting.
looked pretty cool.
Yeah, and he looked real skinny. It looked like he'd lost a lot of weight for the role. So. There's that trailer.
I think that, I don't know if we talked about it, but I think that Tomorrow trailer looks pretty cool. That time travel one.
Mm-hmm. It looks
But,
okay.
yeah, I mean, I just like time travel movies.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah. And to end this sort of trailer segment of the podcast, let's do something a little lighter. Let's see the new trailer for. Did you know they were making Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. The new Red Band trailer debuted this week.
Red Tube?
Red Band.
Oh.
So
I thought I heard something.
let's play it. Let's watch it. I haven't seen it yet, so this is new to me too.
When they show reruns. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
Right?
4 years ago, these best friends discovered a hot tub time machine.
It's the fucking 80s, guys!
But what they did in the past would change our world.
Was it morally wrong for me to exploit my knowledge of the future for personal financial gain?
He's calling himself the father of the internet?
I have a feeling this is going to be funny.
I'm the father of the fucking internet.
Ever since I wrote Let's Get It Started back in '86, I've been on a roll.
Hey, Nick, rip off any pop stars lately?
Today, I recorded an original piece. You say I only hear what I want to. Okay, it was a Lisa Loeb song. And that hot tub really turned it all around.
Yeah, I don't feel like anything bad's gonna happen. Dude, he's been shot in the dick. You don't have to take it that hard.
My hand is acting as a tourniquet.
What, you work his dick, whatever.
He needs more time.
Then we'll give him more time.
Holy shit.
We gotta stop the killer before he shoots Lou. We get blackout drunk, we wake up back in time. Don't mess with the winning formula, huh?
I'm guessing John Cusack.
Yeah,
was too
excuse
big.
himself from the sequel. Yeah.
Lou. I guess we were too late.
Oh my God.
Sounds like hatred.
The only thing he put in his body was like Doritos and poison. It's like a Scandinavian gay bar.
How far back do we go? 2024.
We went 10 years into the future.
You look like a minor Tyler Perry character.
You look like Gandalf the Poor.
I kind of like this.
You look like Billy Zane's dick.
That's pretty.
That's fair.
Wait, why are you alive?
I think what that means is the killer is from the future. We're here to stop your murder.
Like Terminator.
You think everything is like Terminator?
Because everything is like Terminator. Who in the future will want to kill you?
I don't know. I treat everyone with respect and kindness. Hey, Lou.
America!
What is that?
It's just like baby aspirin, except more of a super high-intensity psychotropic drug trip.
The future is insane.
Hey, you.
Boobs.
Think that'll hold you till later.
Yeah. Boobs! I think this may be my house now. Boobs. This is a
Yeah, I'm
classic
sold. I'll go
alternate
see it.
reality situation. Like Fringe. Nerd. You're a fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd. And no one likes you. No one likes you.
Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Without John Cusack.
It takes you where you need to go.
Patriot Lou.
You guys gotta come with me. Why? We gotta make America happen, bro. No, you're not gonna be super welcome there, but we should totally go.
That is funny. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks funny.
It might even be funnier than the first one.
This doesn't have John Cusack.
Doesn't have John Cusack's comedic timing.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that happened this week.
You go on Amazon right now and look for a hot tub time machine.
Well, you should do it. Let's go through a couple of really quick Hollywood news that maybe you'd be interested, or some people out there.
One guy.
Did you? I don't think you saw the first season of the Fargo TV series on FX. Did you?
No, but actually, you know what? I recorded it,
Uh-huh.
and then I watched. Like I played my recording on my DVR,
Mm.
and like 5 minutes in, it froze, and it turned me off the whole series. And I never watched it again.
I seen a couple episodes. And it's really good. Well, Fargo. Well, this week it was announced that
It's like Billy Bob Thornton in it, right?
yeah. But this week it was announced that it was getting renewed for a second season. But what's interesting
Is it still Billy Bob Thornton?
well, what's interesting is it's going to be a new cast, a new story. It's going to be, again, 10 episodes, and this time it's going to be set in 1979.
That's starting to be like a theme with shows. Where
Yeah, they changed. Like
they're
American Horror Story does
they're
that.
changing casts
Yeah.
every season.
Yeah,
and then
American Horror Story does it, but they reuse some of their cast, but they just different characters.
It's like that Matthew McConaughey HBO
Oh, the True Detective.
show.
And that's another one they're going to use.
Like they do one season and then they completely just change everything.
Well, you know what's interesting about doing something like that is like, well, Billy Bob Thornton's a movie star. You know, he does movies and he doesn't do TV, but you know,
you feel like you get away with it.
yeah, because he could do one season and he's not locked in for like 7 seasons. So
Yeah.
they feel they could do, you know, we'll do 10 episodes and then, you know, I could go on to my next
'Cause
project.
It's kind of like when you go from TV to movies, like you don't want to go back to TV.
Yeah, 'cause it's a
seems like-
commitment. Yeah, it's a commitment.
It seems like they don't want you in movies anymore.
Well, because it's a commitment. You know, if the TV series is a hit, you get, you know, sometimes you could go 6, 7 seasons.
I like Clooney as a doctor.
So yeah,
on,
so
on
that's
that show.
So it's exciting. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's gonna be interesting content where the rumor I heard is that they're sort of gonna start doing every season's gonna have sort of a different Coen Brothers movie feel, because you know Fargo was a Coen Brothers movie,
Right.
and that you know every season's they're sort of gonna adapt a one of their, or sort of like the mood of one of their movies. So that's the rumor. So the only thing that we know so far is it's gonna be set in 1979. Like I said, new cast, new story, and it's gonna be 10 episodes, like last season.
We were talking about this. I like it. I want to set movies in like the 70s, 80s, 90s where they can't like.
Yeah, we're talking about cell phones.
They can't Google things.
Yeah, or cell phones. Yeah,
they gotta go find a payphone.
Yeah. Nowadays it's harder to create a situation where that doesn't get solved by just a phone
like
call.
Somebody tells you something and you're like, "You're wrong. I just Googled it."
Yeah.
It's like on his film, like it makes the movie a little more.
Yeah. No, that's true. So that's coming out next season, and also another FX show that got renewed. For next season, and we got sort of a release date is the 5th season of Louie.
It's been on 5. This is gonna be 5 years.
But remember, the time between season 3 and 4 was like something like 18 months. But so this one's gonna be next spring, so it's gonna be coming back a lot quicker. But next season is only gonna be 7 episodes. So
he writes them all himself.
Yeah. So
that sounds exhausting.
It does. And he directs it and he edits it.
He doesn't get paid that much money.
No, he says something like the total budget on one episode, they give him like $100,000 for each episode.
But he gets
like,
final cut.
To produce, but he gets final cut and everything.
Like
so.
they can't like.
In fact, he says he doesn't show him at all before
they just
turns
him.
it in. Yeah. So
that's the way. That's a cool way to do it. It just sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the sort of.
In fact, I remember him saying, he goes, "If I had to take, because it's like a writer, I think even like producer, editor, right? He does like a lot." He goes, "I would take away the acting part." He goes, "I hate watching myself and then editing myself."
Yeah.
And he goes,
but it's cheaper because I mean, if
he goes, "I'm trying to direct myself."
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure that's hard.
Just take away. I'd stop doing the acting part. I'd get some guy to play Louie.
Right.
Well, Steve Buscemi should play Louie.
Well, he's done that before, where he'll have a different act. I think this past season there was one storyline where he was looking at sort of his past self with his wife, and it was two totally different actors playing.
He still has that chick from Californication on.
Yeah.
The
Bobby's voice from King of the Hill.
Yeah. I like her.
She's funny.
But forgot where we were going with this.
just Louis being premiere. That's all it is. So that's that news.
In the meantime, freaking Bones
continues on his 20th
getting
season.
already got renewed for season 10, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I literally, they couldn't keep my Greg Kinnear show on Fox on.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh no, I'm gonna rant. It was so messed up because it ended on a cliffhanger. And they even. This is when you know a show's going bad, right? It starts off on a Thursday night. All right.
And it stars Greg Kinnear.
It stars Greg Kinnear.
That's what you know it's going down.
It was called Rake, right?
Yeah, Rake.
And then it starts
but
off on
his character's name wasn't Rake, right?
No, you asked me this.
Yeah, I don't know why I just assumed this character.
It's not like House.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, like, I don't understand why it's called Rake.
Hey, Rake.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, House isn't like a very common name anyway.
Yeah,
either,
I know. But I'm just saying. But it starts off on a Thursday night. Then they start moving it to Friday nights, right? So I'm DVRing it, or I'll watch it, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it moves from Friday nights to, it's canceled. We're having a 2-episode Saturday night series finale. And in the middle, they're showing you what happened on previous episodes, right? They skipped an episode, and I'm going crazy. Like, I swear I saw them all. And I'm like, why don't I remember any of this?
Yeah.
They skipped an episode in between, and they put the last 2 episodes on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And it ends on a really weird cliffhanger, and I've seen much worse shows down the air.
And you know what? And the thing is, they do that a lot, especially if a show's in good ratings. For whatever reason, networks they'll just air it out of sequence. For whatever reason, I don't know why. If a series is not getting good ratings, it's almost like to screw with that show. It's like, you know what? We're just gonna fuck with it and just not air it in the order that it's supposed to be aired. It's weird. It's weird why
I swear that show could have made a couple of seasons. Like, it was good, but it's gone.
For all 4 Rake fans out there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So moving on from TV.
Now I want to talk about Rake.
Moving on from TV. We don't have 4 hours to kill, John. So this is only an hour show. Let's go to movie news. I don't know if you heard Paul Thomas Anderson is making this movie called Inherent Vice. It's based on his book by I think his author's name is Thomas Python. Pitone. I can never pronounce his name.
Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano. It's called Inherent Vice, and it's going to premiere at the New York Film Festival in October. It's going to start Joaquin Phoenix. He plays this like stoner detective, and if you look up on the screen, it's him as the character.
Anything Paul Thomas Anderson does is usually good.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix last starred in Paul Thomas Anderson's last film, The Master, which I think it was like 2 years ago. So this is his next film.
We will give a bow to the great Philip Seymour Hoffman.
There's yes, and there's his new film, and it's gonna premiere this year in October at the New York Film Festival, and they're gonna roll it out around award season, December, and then I think they said it's gonna go U.S. wide around January, during award season.
That's not. Is it low budget or is it just?
No, I mean it's just.
I'll see how it goes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's there. There's another picture of put it up on the screen of.
Yeah, you got a good actor. You got a good director. It'll probably do all right.
Yeah. So I mean, Paul Thomas is one of the few directors that I get excited about his new films. He's, I think, one of the best directors working.
I do like me some Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Again, credit to the great Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. Let's. What I want to talk about, sort of, in the middle of this episode, and I think you'll like it, and it'll be near your heart. I was doing some Googling earlier in the week.
Googling?
Googling.
I told you can't be doing that. You're creeping out the ladies.
And I came across I had no idea that Ted Danson was starring in the newest CSI.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's been on for a while.
And yeah. So I guess he's I don't know.
He plays a bartender who solves
CSI.
Crimes.
Yes.
But he doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink.
That's the weird part about this.
No, and it got me thinking because I remember and then I saw a commercial for the new NCIS, and it's gonna be set in New Orleans.
Oh my God! How many cities are they gonna do?
Exactly, and this one's starring the great Scott Bakula. You know who Scott Bakula is?
I can't picture
the guy
him.
from Quantum Leap.
Oh yeah.
So it got me thinking.
Yeah.
It got me thinking. You have these two actors who starred in. They were pretty.
Quantum Leap. My favorite part was the intro. It was like he had that guy. It was like until he was I forgot how they worded. He's like his only friend is a hologram that only he can see.
Yeah.
He goes, and he'll keep leaping through time until he finds his way home.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Let's play it.
The trailer's funny. It's so 80s or whatever it was. Or I don't know.
It was late 80s.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and
Oh God, I love the intro.
he awoke to find himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that were not his own, and driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. His only guide on this journey is Al, an observer from his own time, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear. And so Dr. Beckett finds himself leaping from life to life, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little off, but I remember.
Yeah.
Just funny. His only friend is Al, who comes in the form of a hologram that only he can see.
The reason I mentioned this is, these are two actors who starred in. Quantum Leap wasn't as big as Cheers, but it was still a pretty big show. It was on NBC and.
Science, the nerds liked it.
Yeah, so my thing is I always thought Scott Bakula, and he still is a really great actor, and Ted Danson too. I mean, it's I don't think you can really argue that Ted Danson is a great actor.
No, he's good.
And it made me think it's such.
But I think Ted Danson's good on TV. I think when he put it, I mean, he had his movies, but it's kind of.
Yeah, So I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of talent. You got these two really great actors being sort of wasted on these generic. It's
This sounds like a dumb
show.
question. Did they cancel that Ray Romano show with him? That Men of a Certain Age. It's gone, right?
Yeah, that's why he's doing this.
Yeah,
NCIS.
it's
Yeah, he was really good in that. Actually, that was very underrated.
Yeah, actually, I saw a few episodes. I liked it.
Yeah,
the show was pretty good.
Yeah. So you had Ted Danson in the 80s playing Sam Malone in Cheers.
Ray Romano needed the money. I know.
Yeah, Ted Danson, played Sam Malone, of course, a recovering alcoholic who owned a bar in Cheers.
And then he also solves crimes.
And then you had Scott Bakula playing Sam Beckett on Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
So I mean, both were pretty interesting shows.
I'm pretty sure if you put those two geniuses in the same room, the cameras will just explode.
All right. I don't know. I just feel like they're being wasted.
It's just science.
When I saw that this week, I go, oh man, what a shame. You're. I mean, these guys, they used to start in pretty good shows, and now they're doing CSI, the new CSI, and the new NCIS, and it's like.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, they're getting paid.
They all seem the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel good. They're getting paid.
Yeah, they're getting paid. So. They did their time.
I think Ted Danson's doing all right with that Cheers money.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I saw that and I go, oh, what? I mean, it's interesting that
So it's like poor Ray Romano.
left out yet again.
I remember they were doing an interview in the last season, and Brad Garrett, the one that plays the brother.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the goofy cop brother.
Yeah.
And it was a cheesy joke, but. He goes, when we film, he goes, a lot of people don't know. He goes, he's not as tall as me. He goes, so they make him stand on his wallet. Yeah, that was funny. I liked it.
Yeah. The audience didn't like that joke.
No. Can you give me some coffee?
Yeah, our coffee guy's getting a little lazy.
All right.
Yeah. I need my caffeine fix.
I was going to tip him.
But, so there was that. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that and I thought, it's a shame that,
you know what? No, though, I don't. It's not a shame. They did good things, and they still have work.
No, but you know what? But then you see, like, the last thing I saw Scott Bakula in was that. Did you ever see that Behind the Candelabra with Michael Douglas and Matt Damon? It's actually a really good movie, and he was in it. And
no.
I think
I'm not homophobic or anything. It just kind of weirded me out. I mean, it sounds like like I'm not. And then the plot itself, I kind of already knew a little bit of the background story.
Yeah.
So the whole,
it's an interesting movie.
I didn't really want to watch a Liberace.
It's funny,
like a Liberace
well,
movie.
It's funny. Well, it's Soderbergh, so I mean he always makes really interesting films. So and they're never.
Soderbergh used Sasha Grey in one of his movies.
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah. I don't know. He's always doing something different. So yeah, I mean Scott Bakula, he was in there and he did a great job. So I mean. He can still do, have interesting roles. It's just, I mean, I guess,
Is it Soderbergh or Soderbergh?
Soderbergh.
Soder, right?
That's how I always pronounced it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to spell it. I just know his name.
So,
he's the one that helped with he did like Facebook movie?
No.
No?
No, you're thinking, that's David Fincher.
Oh, but they work together.
No, they've never
Nothing?
They've never worked together.
Really?
Yeah.
I am confusing them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is the same. Okay, David Fincher was also like Seven.
Yeah, and Zodiac.
Zodiac. I love Zodiac.
Yeah. Soderbergh was the Ocean's films and all that.
I'm gonna do that as my weekly recommendation here.
What?
So underrated. Zodiac is such a good movie.
Oh yes, yeah.
It is. I saw it at the movies twice. I loved it. Have the DVD. Great movie.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie too.
You got Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most people haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, most people haven't seen it.
It's like I say the year that Nicolas Cage got robbed.
Which one?
He released 2 great movies in 1 year. You know what they are.
I don't.
One was The Weatherman.
Oh yeah, that year.
I don't know if it was the same year, but they were close together.
He did The Weatherman, and he did that.
The one where he's the arms dealer.
Was it Lord of War?
Lord of War.
Yeah, Lord of War.
Yeah, I have both of those movies.
Yeah,
those are both good movies. I think they're both good.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
And like then he goes back to making this crap that he makes.
Well, I mean, he has expensive taste. He wastes his money on weird stuff.
He seems like a guy that would go out and waste.
He bought a dinosaur bone.
I know. I remember. I saw that he bought a huge dinosaur.
He spent
an
like
actual dinosaur
he spent
from a museum.
hundreds of thousands of dollars on a dinosaur bone.
It's like Mike Tyson. He's like, I'm broke. I owe the money to the IRS. Stop buying tigers,
endangered condors, and
like you gotta feed them and take care, and like you gotta have a guy. You gotta have a tiger.
Yeah,
guy.
you have to have a tiger guy. You're gonna tiger. You have to have a tiger guy. You can't just have a tiger and not have your tiger.
Like,
guy.
I don't know anything about tigers. I need a tiger guy.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like there. You know, and have you seen his one man act, Mike Tyson?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It's all right. He's just kind of telling stories. You know.
There was that one time that I bit that guy's ear.
Yeah.
Actually, that happened like 5 times.
Then I'm gonna eat his children. I'm gonna eat his children.
Yeah, the whole show is just him making threats to the audience. I'm gonna eat your children.
I remember seeing that like the day it came out.
The one man show?
No, when he was threatening to eat that guy's kids. Was it Holyfield's kids?
No, it wasn't Holyfield. It was
somebody
Dennis
else.
Lewis, the guy with the braids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remembered like he's like, I'm gonna kill him and then I'm gonna eat his children. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like I've heard of trash talk, but this is sick guild.
I was like, you need a PR guy.
Yeah.
That's why they don't put you on cereal boxes, Mike.
Yeah. Well, you know, while we're on the topic of athletes, let's do a little sports news.
I heard A-Rod is being accused of steroid use.
Oh, God. Really? Of course, A-Rod's been out for the whole year.
No,
but this week they released...
They could use him right now.
Yeah. This week they released the new Madden 15 games about to come out in August before the NFL season, as always.
And I know a couple people that probably have that pre-ordered already.
Yeah, so they released the Madden 15 ratings, and...
What do you mean ratings?
Well,
okay.
on the game.
Oh, how they rate it on the game.
The player, yeah.
You know how strong your team is, or your.
And they actually released this funny video on they showed a bunch of NFL rookies and they got their reactions on what their ratings are gonna be.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Let me put it on.
Go ahead, play it. Yeah.
Let me play this video.
Somebody said something about just play it. E for sports.
My speed's below a 90, I might cry.
Got to be like a area code.
I hope it's not 46 or 52 right now, right?
And 91 speed. Should be 100.
So actually, I feel would be probably anywhere from 88 to 92.
Oh, 99 through the roof.
What's my punning?
What's my punning?
What? Who is the guy? What's his email?
Of course they are.
Just get it.
The best player.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we beefing, man. What he had, man? For real?
I'll take that. It's going to go up next year.
Come on, man.
Can't throw it accurately then.
All right, I'm done. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Tell you, I play so much, man, I can rate myself.
Like football players do.
What's my punting?
A lot of them.
Yeah. What's my punting? Like, I want to know what his punting was.
Right?
Yeah.
What's my hang time on my punt?
All right.
Oh shit, that's higher than I can punt.
All right. But yeah, that's always interesting because you always hear players always complaining that they should be rated higher. You know, if they had a rating for confidence, all of them would be 100. So.
Yeah. I forget.
So these are some actually. So for example, someone just got released. Calvin Johnson was rated 99 overall.
99.
99. That's one of them. LaShawn McCoy was rated at 97. The running back for the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's solid.
Yeah. I'm just reading some lists. J.J. Watt, the defensive end for the Texans, 99.
Solid, even though the guy won 2 games last year.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's...
Yeah, I know.
He's a great... so, I mean,
J.J. SWAT.
J.J. SWAT.
That's what they call him, right?
Is it?
Yeah, because he swats the ball down all the time.
Oh, I get it. That's clever.
Yeah. I'm serious.
Nah, I'm messing
I
with
didn't
you.
make it up.
You sound like JJ Watt's PR guy. So, I mean, that's just, for example. Some examples on
Right.
stuff that came out for the rating. So, I thought that was interesting. Madden, it should be coming out later on in August. Usually, that's around the time that I don't have the actual dates here.
I'm very unprepared for this subject.
I'm very uninformed, but we've said that before. Don't come to us for information.
There's a reason it's called Malarkey.
Yeah, we don't have other information. But the area that we do have accurate information, and it's someone has been calling it their favorite segment of this podcast is the weekend box office results. America's favorite game.
This is where I guess.
This is where John guesses. Don't look up on the screen. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
All right, I won't look. I'm not gonna cheat. But I could be off by tens of millions of dollars.
But this is the game that's sweeping the nation. Everybody's been talking about it. And this is the thing everybody missed when we went off the air for a while. That they didn't have this game where John tries to guess the weekend.
Where John's always off by a lot.
So like always, John's gonna try to guess the winners and roughly the top 5. I will give you some clues and considering. I will tell you what movies came out this weekend, so hopefully gives you a little bit of a chance to get it right. So let me do a couple movies that came out this weekend. One movie that came out this weekend was Lucy, the new Scarlett Johansson movie.
Right.
So that's one. Hercules, the new movie by The Rock.
Are these in order?
No, I'm just reading off of all the new ones.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the two big movies that came out.
Read me the top 5, and I want to put them in order.
You want me to read you the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to put them in order.
Okay, this is totally out of order.
I got a pen and a paper here.
I could be reading it backwards. I could be reading it forwards. I could be reading it for the middle. The first movie. Let me do it alphabetical. That way it's it's easier.
Whatever.
So the first movie in the top 5, and this is just alphabetical. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's in the top 5.
All right.
And then you have Hercules. That's in the top 5.
Gotcha.
And you have Lucy. That's in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Planes, Fire and Rescue. That was in the top 5.
Say that again.
Planes, Fire and Rescue.
Well, that's not number 1.
You had the Purge, Anarchy. That was in the top 5.
That's already 5, right?
That's 5. And that was just in alphabetical order.
It's just America, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put number 1, Lucy.
Ding, 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 ding. How much do you think it made?
$60 million.
It made $44 million and $25,000. Yeah, $44,025,000.
Okay.
That was number 1. First week out.
I was only a little off.
Who's your number 2? Who's your number 2?
Okay. I'm gonna say, man, I'm leaning toward The Purge. But I think sometimes that rated R stuff kind of hurts the numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Planet of the Apes.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No.
Give you one more chance.
Hercules.
Yes. How much do you think it made?
$28 million.
Ooh, $29 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, with a budget of $100 million. So first week out. So yeah, the top 2 are new releases.
And you know what? I'm still gonna have to push The Purge back because I think horror movies suffer because of the violence.
Yeah, not as many people can go see it.
I'm gonna go with Planet of the Apes.
Yes, sir. How much do you think that made on this? This is his 3rd week out.
This weekend.
This is 3rd week.
So you want to know what I think it made this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah.
$15 million.
Ooh, $16,400,000. So close. It's his 3rd week out on a budget of $170 million. It has made $172 million so far in the United States. So.
I've been good on this last 2.
Yeah. Number 4.
The Purge.
Yeah. How much do you think it made? This is the 2nd week out.
$9 million.
$9,896,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Jesus,
You're getting better at this, yeah. Yeah, it's the second week out. It dropped 66% from last week, so it's made $51 million so far, on a budget of $9 million. So it's made his money back many times over. So, yeah, it had a big drop. So, and then number 5 obviously is the Planes Fire and Rescue,
which I have not even heard of.
How much do you think that made? Just for fun.
$4 million.
It made $9,303,000. It was just lost to It's the second week out. It's only made $35 million.
How much did it make again?
$9,303,000. So that's your box.
I've never heard of it.
It's apparently it's sort of a spin-off of Cars from Pixar.
Yeah.
And this is a sequel to it.
I didn't do that bad.
That's all right. You did all right.
I had about 2 or 3 good ones. Or I was close.
Yeah.
All right. That takes care of that.
Yeah, it's the game that's sweeping the nation, John. Everybody's been talking about it. Everywhere I go, talk about John's.
I can't even go out in public anymore.
Yeah, he gets mobbed.
All right. You're that guy from that Malarkey show.
Yeah, that game. You're getting better at it. That's what that's a compliment they give you. You're getting better at it.
I have carpal tunnel from signing all these autographs.
Exactly. All those tens of fans we have.
You know what I'm tired of? These Malarkey groupies. I'm getting sick and tired of it. It's the reason I quit for the last 2 months.
Please, ladies, if you see John out in public, please refrain from throwing your panties at him. He's getting tired of
one of them hit me in the eye.
Yeah. So,
I had to go to the doctor.
Yeah. John's had to change his route to work.
Yeah. Went to the doctor. It's like, he goes, classic panty injury.
Yeah. He diagnosed it right away. He's like, oh, you've had some panties thrown on your face recently, haven't you?
I've seen this before.
Yeah. Yeah. So please, ladies.
He's not a real doctor.
So please, ladies,
He just gave me some eye drops.
Calm down.
Straight out of his pocket.
If you see John out in public, he's a regular guy like everybody else. You know, he puts on his pants one leg at a time like any other guy, except when he at the end of the day.
Except once my pants are on.
He creates magic.
I get hit by panties. And I'm sick and tired of it.
So please try to control yourselves. So before we leave, I want to give another shout out to
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
To Philip Seymour Hoffman, may he rest in peace. And to our number 1 fan out there, DB. Hope you're listening. I know you are.
DB Cooper.
DB.
Yeah. DB.
I know he'll be listening. I promised him that I was gonna.
Maybe DB could.
Well, and that's the news I want to make. DB, he's the winner of our contest. He's gonna be sitting in on one of our podcasts soon. We're gonna try to clear his schedule.
We're gonna get him a T-shirt.
Trying to get. Yeah, we're gonna get him a T-shirt. We're gonna try to get his schedule lined up with ours.
And maybe DB, when you're listening here, you can share this on your Facebook.
Yes. Much like we asked, in the beginning of the podcast, if you liked it, please hit that subscribe button. It should be popping up on your screen right now. I'm gonna put it on right now. Hit the subscribe button and like, and like John said, share.
Share the magic.
Share it, so that way more people can appreciate what you appreciate as well. So.
All right.
So with that, we bid adieu, and we will see you next week here at the Malarkey Hour. Have a good week. Bye.
Later.